LDNRBS. We have another special guest in the building, none other than Jordan from Jordan Inspired. Give him a clap out here.
Thank you.
We always have smiles walking in last minute, literally 2 seconds. Do you want to say something on the mic?
What's good, people?
With the fight, with the close the deal jacket too. I see you shining. So we got Jordan in the room with the Aspire attire on right now. Talk to us, for anyone that doesn't know. Who are you?
My name's Jordan. I'm just turned 20. I'm from South East London, and I've been doing this for about a year and a bit now. So yeah, it's still very early.
It seems like you guys are definitely doing well. Tell me about like clothing, and just tell me about what do you do as a whole?
Well, I do it by myself, even like everything, every single thing. And just a brand. Initially, it was because I played football as well. I played some professional football.
Okay.
And
who for?
Rochester.
Oh, Ken.
Yeah.
I played too, man. I hear you. I see you shining.
I played too. Yeah. I did play too. Yeah, me too.
And so when I finished sixth form about a couple years ago, I was thinking.
Mine was a few years ago, so I'm not even gonna say that. My sixth form was time. Anyway, going.
Yeah, I didn't feel like university was the right path for me because I knew what I wanted to do, and I was just thinking, what can I do as well as playing football? And it came to this, so this just started as really like sort of a side thing, and then I saw how well it was doing, and then I just sort of realised that I really need to take it seriously. So that's what I ended up doing, and then we are where we are today. So
let me ask you, what inspired you?
Yeah,
that was a good one.
What inspires me
in making this in the beginning?
It was probably just like to have something of my own for people to look at and just be like, he's doing something, I can do with that as well. I think a lot of people tend not to want to follow their dreams because they're scared or they're scared of judgment or what their parents might think of them. But I think that the fact that I was able to do it, even people I know that they've now gone harder on what they wanted to do, and just a different view at life. And we're living in a better time now. It's not like you have to go through the school system to be able to do what you want to do. There's like a lot of opportunities now.
Yeah, man, you said a lot that I definitely going to get into. It's like it's like I have a Rolodex in my mind of the stuff that you just spoke about. First off, I want to talk about even you bypassing going uni.
Oh, yeah.
And you also talk about what your parents would want you to do.
Yeah.
So I want to know why you thought, okay, because you're going to something that is quite entrepreneurial. Yeah, some people will go, oh, okay, well, you got to go uni so you can do this and do that. Now, what was your thought? Because you are doing well.
Yeah.
So what was let's talk to us about that.
Well, when I told my parents that they've never really forced me to do anything because they've known from young that I've just always worked hard on what I wanted to do, and they saw this in the beginning. They obviously they let me do it, but in the beginning it was a bit, are you sure this is this? But then they've seen the results. My mum goes to work now and her staff are just telling her like all these different things about me.
What are they telling her? You don't even want to say us. We're not the parents.
I mean, like, you made it, innit? If you got your mum's influence.
The people at work are just always showing her like stuff about me, just asking her questions like, I'm working hard, I'm mature for my age, and it's rare to see like 19, 20-year-olds actually have that sort of mindset to know what they want to do and be so focused and to be able to make the sacrifices needed as well.
How long did it take you to get to the results that you that where you are now? Like, and when you in aspiring to be what you're doing now and getting these results, how did you feel when you wasn't getting them straight away?
To be honest, I've always had adversity, so really I've always known like it was never going to be easy, and if anything, I sort of wanted it to be a challenge as well, because I wanted to be able to work hard for things, and it's just a nice opportunity to be able to go through the journey and enjoy the process as well, and not to want things straight away, because you find that the people who want something straight away, they don't often get it, and the people who actually want to enjoy the journey and they're doing what they love, it's literally just what they love, that they actually end up doing things unexpected, like very, very quickly.
Do you work on your own? Do you have a team, or are you on your own?
It's just me.
So what is one of the challenges you face on your own?
Just like all the different things to do.
How do you manage all of it on your own?
I really don't know. This is crazy.
You're due up for that.
Some days I just think like it's just mad. I just think like when I'm in bed, I'll just be looking back at things.
Because along the journey as well, you learn a lot of like new things, and you learn from the mistakes as well. Is there anything that you had to unlearn, like a habit that you had to unlearn?
I think in the beginning, as I said before, it was a thing where in the beginning, I didn't really have much knowledge of the thing, and it was the thing where I really wanted to show people what I was doing. But then as the journey went along, I started reading more books, looking at more people that were doing what I was doing, but obviously they're in the position they are now. And it was just a thing where I realised from very, very early, fortunately, that I don't need to be waiting for people's approval. If anything, I'd rather that they doubt me and then I just come back and they're just shocked when they see me, what I'm doing. And
Are you currently reading a book now? What would you say is a good read?
There's a book by Gary Vaynerchuk.
Sorry, hear them talk about.
No, I read.
I'm like, you
listen,
read? What are you saying?
No, listen, I read.
Are you asking for yourself, or are you asking for who you're asking for?
No, for me and listeners, I read.
Listeners,
I read
damn.
I might not say I read, but I read.
There's a book called The 80-20 Strategy. It's pretty much about focusing on the 20%, which ends up giving you the 80% of the returns of whatever you're doing. So for example, say there's a bunch of customers, you've got the 20% that are always like getting your staff, they're always supporting you, they're always ready, and that you should provide more for them, if that makes sense, because they're the ones that are supporting you properly, and obviously they're the long-lasting customers, so you want to give them what they want and you want to keep them as well.
So would you say you'd ever go back into studying or extend it, or you just don't think is needed?
I'm not even
because business
sure.
related, I always feel like sometimes, isn't it? It would be good just to can help.
You learn every day anyway.
That's what, because even I studied business in sixth form, and it helped as well, but I would from the books that I've been reading, YouTube videos,
I love it when someone says YouTube videos.
I love it. The era that we're in right now, just YouTube it.
Teachers.
Just YouTube it.
It's crazy, man. I learned so much from that, more than I did when I was in sixth form. And I was just thinking, what they teach you in school and what you actually get down to doing is very, very, very different.
This is why I ask you, because I wonder, is it worth it? There's going to be people going to be triggered from this question, though, because I feel like it is in some sense if you know what you want.
That's on.
Straight on to the next question I was going to ask. Literally was going to be, do you feel like education, in terms of what you're doing, makes any difference? So the kid that is about to make, he's about 15, 14 years old right now, and he's listening to this interview, and he's like, I'm going to make my own aspire, not inspire, because, you've got little rats, but
his own dream.
What would you say to him? Would you say go down that route, or
if he knows what he wants to do? So obviously something like this, you don't actually need to go. But obviously at the same, there's pros and cons of it. You can go and you can get a different insight on how to do things. Like business management, for example, you learn different things. But obviously at the end of the day, it comes down to actually doing things and failing a few times, learning. I won't even say failing, but just going through the process of taking small setbacks, going 2 steps forward, and
Well, actually, you saying failing, have you failed? Would you say?
Nah.
You asked the same questions that I'm about to think.
I was looking at it, it's like, come on, you've not failed once yet at all?
I wouldn't say failed.
Which is not a bad thing. I think it's a great thing. It's where you learn the most.
I've taken, obviously, I think the word failure is more like a thing where it's the end, you've just given up. Obviously, I've learned a lot throughout my journey. I've gone backwards a lot of times, gone forward from that as well. And to be honest, I like that sort of situation because it allows me to actually learn more and it benefits me more long term.
It's a good way of thinking.
It's
an amazing way of thinking.
So 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
I was 25.
He was ready for that question. I just saw him
he's like, I listened to this show before, I know you're going to ask.
25. I do have long-term goals, obviously, but I take each day as it comes. I like to focus on that specific day, and then you actually end up reaching the long-term goal because you know what you're going to be doing day to day.
What has been the most fulfilling thing since you started Aspire? What has been the most fulfilling thing thus far that you've gone, you know what, this is mad?
Probably the people that I've met, and when I'm on the street and I just see random people wearing my stuff, or even if someone on the street just comes up to me and they say, I like what you're wearing, and all the compliments that people give me, the support from people as well, because even people I wasn't really cool with before, they've sort of seen what I'm doing now and they're just sending me positivity and just showing me love. It means a lot. Do you feel
like they would have showed you this love if they knew it was you from the beginning?
Nah, some people, nah. That's why you have to be careful who you surround yourself with. And there's a lot of people that have, the people around you are quite important as well, because you can have bad company affects good character.
100%.
You can be a hardworking person, but if you surround yourself with people who don't want to work, who aren't on what they want to do, then it's going to affect you as well. You might not even realise it, but other people will see that it's going to affect you.
So in regards to your brand, how far do you want to take it?
All the way, to be honest.
What is the next step for you?
And what do you perceive
do
as all the way?
Do steps? Yeah, do you do steps? Like you said, you live in a moment, so...
Yeah, it's just... I do have the steps and what I want to do, and obviously those sort of things I sort of keep to myself, and I just take each day as it comes.
You're not gonna let one squeeze out. Nah.
This is LDNRBS. Give us an exclusive.
Yeah, the people will just see. That's why I like to just surprise people. I'll let my actions do the talking instead of letting my words do the talking. So it's just
20 years old.
20
and a lot of wisdom. Where does this wisdom come from? What has made you the way you are?
I think.
What podcast? Tell me.
So she can search online, because you know she really will search online.
I do listen to quite a bit of podcasts actually. I think there's about 8 that I'm currently listening to now. And
like, what's one of your favourite ones?
Gary Vaynerchuk one again. There's a guy called Jim Quick. It's just about the brain, your body, just how to.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it helps quite a lot as well. Like, I think.
Well, how does that help? No, there's no way we're going to skip over that one. I want to know. Something about
bad habits, mentality, simple things that being negative can actually affect you, and you won't even know that it's affecting you. Whereas if you're being positive all the time, it will actually like lift you, uplift you. Things like there's a lot eating. Diet is a big one as well.
Yes.
Just mindset.
So are you still very passionate about sports, football?
Very.
What team do you support, huh? What team do you support?
It's changed the whole vibe.
I need to see, because I'm ready for this.
I don't even know what the score is right now. But anyway,
what
are you thinking about it? What team do you support?
You have to be in the country, because I watch a lot of European football as well.
It can be anything.
Yeah, and Dortmund.
Interesting. You're eclectic all round out here. Born in London, supports Dortmund.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't really support them, but it's just like, they are my favourite team at the minute.
Yeah.
They've got a few players that I like, and there's a kid, Jadon Sancho. I don't know if you
sick.
Yeah. Yeah. So even like years ago, I just told people that he's going to be something very, very big, and
he's doing it now.
Yeah, this literally
exactly. Also, I wanted to say too, in terms of London, and there's a lot of brands, and there's a lot of people doing a lot of good things. What makes Aspire compared to
I feel like a lot of people, like, we're in an age now where doing this sort of thing is looked at like cool to get some clout. I feel like that's what a lot of people want. But then with me, it's more like doing something I love and I actually want to give to people the benefits. Like, if I can give someone a good piece of clothing and they've paid a good price for it, and they know that it should be worth a lot more, they're going to see the value, and they're just going to keep coming back and go tell their friends. And that's what I think. So it's not really for me. Obviously money is involved because you have to pay for the product. I feel like it's not my intentions. I just want to give people good clothes to wear and make them feel comfortable in what they're wearing as well.
And at the moment, what is it that you're putting out? Is it on hoodies? Is it on hats?
Tracksuits, hats, tops. Yeah, it's just like the streetwear stuff at the minute. Yeah.
And you got to let us know it's back in stock, because I asked already, is it in stock? Because I'm definitely going to look, because I looked at a lot of stuff and it does 100%. definitely look lit. But what is your next moves, man?
My next moves.
You got to tell us all. You ain't got to tell us all, but just give us a little bit.
A little one. Excite the listener.
2019, what's it looking like for you? Even if it's not even Aspire, just for you.
Me personally, I think to grow as a person even more. Because this year, obviously I started last year, about June, July. But this year's been it's been very, very good. I've met a lot of people, Javan Wade, Maya Jama, Talisa. There's been a lot of people that I've met on the way, and I'm very, very grateful for that as well, because they've helped me, and the conversations we've had, it's just been a very good help.
Definitely. And they're supporting your stuff too. Even that's a good look. But LDNRBS, Jordan, let's give him a clap out here, people.
Thank you.
20 years old out here. LDNRBS putting through these entrepreneurs. Definitely. Socials too?
Instagram at Jordan Inspire, Snapchat. It's a mad one.
Back in the day name,
We're going to have a tick off for how many times you said it's a mad one during this, because you said it at least 80 times.
My Twitter, my Snap's the same as my Twitter. First J Adelekan, first letter of my first name and surname. So put together.
Sick.